Okay. Hi guys. So our third part is of Polity by Study IQ book is Preamble. So we're going to start right now. Okay. So Preamble is also called as the identity card of the Constitution. So what is the importance of the Preamble? So Preamble give you a broader understanding of Constitution which includes the values of the state and the source of power endowed upon the state. स्टेट की क्या वैल्यूज है और पावर के सोर्स क्या है और किस पर डिपेंड कर रहा है स्टेट, ठीक है। सो द एम्स एंड एस्पायरेशन ऑफ द फाउंडिंग फादर्स, ये वो भी बताएगा कि प्रियम्बल ये भी बताएगा कि एम क्या है टुवर्ड्स डेवलप्ड इंडिया और डेवलपिंग इंडिया, और एस्पायरेशंस क्या हैं उनकी, क्या वो सोचते हैं कैसा होना चाहिए इंडिया, ठीक है। द नेचर ऑफ द स्टेट, ऑब्वियसली द नेचर, ठीक है। द पॉलिटिकल सोशल एंड इकोनॉमिक गोल्स विच इट एम्स टू अचीव, दिस इज वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड, क्या गोल होना चाहिए पॉलिटिकल सोशल इकोनॉमिक, ठीक है। Moving further, countries like Japan, Spain, Germany, etc. have prefaced in their constitution. All of the countries' idols are mentioned in their preamble. ठीक है, जो भी कंट्रीज हैं उनके जो आइडल्स हैं उनके preamble में मेंशन किया गया है. Similarly, the Indian preamble mentions the idea and the objective of the Indian constitution. It also enshrines the political, economic and social goals. ठीक है. Preamble. So the text of the preamble is: "We, the people of India, have solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign," which must be a very nice to read, "sovereign, social, secular, democratic republic." ठीक है. Now, justice, socially, economically, and politically, liberty of thoughts, expressions, beliefs, faiths, worship, equality of status of opportunity, ठीक है, among all, fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation, obviously. In our Constituent Assembly, the 26th day of November, 26 January 1949, sorry, 26th of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give the ourselves this Constitution. Now, if we see the component-wise source of authority of the Constitution, preamble states that the Constitution derives its authority from people of India. Very important line. Preamble says the Constitution has the power or it having the authority which is definitely derived from the people of India. ठीक है. Now, if we move further, so nature of Indian state, it desires India to, I guess it's not visible. What is this? Okay, now we moving further. India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. Obviously, it should be a sovereign country. It should be a socialist. It should be a secular, democratic, and republican polity. Now, objectives of the Constitution to be justice, to be liberty, to equality of opportunity, fraternity, and have been specified as the objectives of the Constitution. Date of adoption of the Constitution, as I said previously, 26th of November 1949. Okay, let us read it. The above words shown that the people of India are the source of authority of Constitution. We the people of India, we the people, also explains that the preamble and the Constitution is a result of the collective will of the people and not just the founding fathers. ठीक है. So we represent it is the collective effort of all, not just the founding fathers. The powers vested in the government have been given to it by the people. It will always be the people of our nation who will choose the government. Okay, that's why we the people use किया गया बार बार. Nature of the state, sovereign state. ठीक है. What is a sovereign state? Sovereign state is a country that governs itself within a definite territory. ठीक है. It has a permanent population, territory, and government. It also possesses the right and capacity to make treaties and other agreements with other nations based on its own merits and interests. Obviously, yes. India is a sovereign country. Why? Because it's a definite territory. It has a population. It has a government. It can pass or it can make agreements with other countries. ठीक है, अगर हमारे इंटरेस्ट में, if our interest goes right, so हम नेक्स्ट कंट्रीज कोई भी कंट्री उसके साथ कोई डील कर सकते हैं, कोई एग्रीमेंट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, ट्रीटीज कर सकते हैं. India is sovereign as it is neither a dependency nor the dominance of any other nation. Okay. But an independent state, there is no authority above it, and it is free to conduct its own affairs. It's also free to legislate on any subject within the constitutional limitations. Okay. Now, what is socialist? Socialism is both a way of life. ठीक है, socialism is both a way of life and a political philosophy. So, in a socialist economy, the state takes all the decisions related to the production and distribution of goods and services. So, what happens in a socialist economy? A state will take the decision na कि how the production will happen, how the distribution will happen of the G and S goods and services. ठीक है. Thus, all the factors are of production of state-owned. ठीक है. This is a stark contrast to a capitalist economy where market forces of demand and supply forces determine all the decisions. Obviously, supply and demand that determine all the decisions. And by the way, these are inversely proportional. If demand is high, then supply will be low. Supply is high, demand will be low. Okay. The idea of the socialist state is to meet the needs of consumers and to ensure the maximization of the wealth of whole community. So, what is the meaning of socialist state? Socialist means you have to meet the needs of all the consumers, not just the wealthy peoples. ठीक है? So, to meet the needs of consumers that are from bottom to top, and obviously to maximize their wealth. It aims to have an equal distribution of wealth amongst all citizens, not just the welfare of its richest companies and individuals. ठीक है? India does not follow strict socialism, it rather embodies the concept of democratic socialism and not a communist socialism, so which involves a nationalization of all means of production. So we'll see later what is this. Okay. In India, not every decision related to production is taken by state. Instead of mixed economy with both public and private sectors, since liberalization, privatization, globalization reforms were done in 1991, India has encouraged the private sectors to establish themselves in a market. Okay. The word socialist was not present in the original preamble, ठीक है, but after it is added in 42nd amendment. ठीक है. So a secular. Secular was also not in the, it is also added later. So secularism means there is no religious bias. Basically, it simply means there should not be a discrimination on the basis of religion. ठीक? All are equal. Though the concept has a rich history and have evolved over time, the term itself was coined by the British reformer George Jacob Holyoake only in 19th century. Moving next to it, what is a negative concept of secularism? The Western concept of secularism is a negative one. How? It suggests a full separation between the state and the church. ठीक है? It means that the church will work independently, and the state or politics or government will work independently. Separation of church and state believes that the government should neither formally acknowledge nor favor any particular religion. So it is a clear meaning that either uh, both of them, political and church, they don't interfere in each other's cases. The the state will not interfere in any religious matter, and religions will not interfere in the state matter. Means if this is a political, you can call it a government, and if it is a church, so they will not interfere in between to that. ठीक है? इनका काम यही करेंगे. These are like Venn diagram if I have to draw, these are single. ठीक है? इनका काम यही करेंगे, इनका काम एक दूसरे का काम नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है? So what is positive concept of? The negative concept of secularism does not apply in the case of Indian multi-religious society. It embodies a positive concept of secularism. So all the religions are given equal respect. Okay? And protection under the Indian Constitution. The state is neutral in religious matters. It protects all religions and at the same time guarantees religious rights to every citizen. Any step which is inconsistent with the idea is unconstitutional and invalid. ठीक है? Though implicitly mentioned in various provisions of the Constitution, the word secular was explicitly added. So as I said, now it is not in the preamble. So secular is also added later at the 42nd Amendment. So as I said, nowadays secularism means you should not be discriminate on the basis of religion. ठीक है? So some of the articles are given which will support the Indian type of secularism or positive secularism. So Article 15, which is discrimination on the basis of religion, says caste, sex, based place of birth. Okay. 25 to 28 article, the fundamental rights of freedom of religion. Okay, easy, very easy. Difference between Indian and Western secularism. So let us do it. Okay. What is an Indian secularism? So state is neutral in all religious matters. ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर ये हमारे स्टेट सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है, ठीक है, इंडिया की, फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज इंडियन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. तो इफ कोई मुकदमा आता है हिंदूज, ठीक है, हिंदूज का, एंड कोई मुकदमा आता है सिख्स का, एंड कोई मुकदमा आता है मुस्लिम्स का. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि इफ दे कम्स अंडर मेजोरिटी, द हिंदूज कम्स अंडर मेजोरिटी, दे विल गेट प्रेफरेंस और something that will give a priority or something, but no, they all are equal here. So they are all having like uh, gets equal chance to represent themselves. ठीक है? So state is obviously completely separate from all the religious matters. So जो religious matters होंगे वो religion से देखे जाएंगे. ठीक है? State will separate from that obviously. Next one, if we see, upholds a positive relationship between state and the religion. Obviously it's a positive one because all the religions are equal. So here is also there is like no interference between the state and the church. ठीक? Okay. Till now there is no uniform civil code. Obviously not. UCC अभी नहीं आया है. Single uniform code of law is used to provide justice. Religious background is not taken into account. So there is a uniform code. ठीक है? State. State can be a religious institution. For example, कोई church है. Sorry, we will not take church का example. विल टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ मॉस्क, ठीक है। तो स्टेट है ना, अगर मॉस्क को एड दे सकता है, एड मीन मनी, by terms of money, by terms of I guess anything that is required to build that institution. इंस्टीट्यूशन मीन्स मॉस्क मीन मदरसा टाइप वहाँ पढ़ाया जाता है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे स्टेट नहीं देगा, वेस्टर्न सेकुलरिज्म में स्टेट विल नॉट गिव द एड। राइट ऑफ बोथ इंडिविजुअल एंड रिलीजियस कम्युनिटी इज प्रोटेक्टेड, as I this is as I explained it also later. So both the individuals like Hindu and Sikh and the whole Hindu community and whole Hindu Sikh community, ठीक है। I think you get it. Now, democratic in the literal sense means ruled by people. People have the final authority to legislate or form a government through representatives to legislate on various matters. So, we'll see type of democracy. So, it will be a direct or indirect. Direct democracy, indirect. So, in the direct democracy, there is a direct participation of people, ठीक है। हाँ, तो डायरेक्ट में आ जाते हैं, रेफरेंडम्स आ गए, प्लेबिसाइट्स आ गए, रिकॉल्स आ गए, इनिशिएटिव आ गए, ठीक है। तो विल सी व्हाट इज अ रेफरेंडम। Referendum is when the legislature refers specific measure to the electoral when then who then vote to reject and approve them, ठीक है। The vote reflects public preference on different issues that are generally and major political significance, such as whether or not to amend a constitution or to join an international organization. So referendum is nothing but people of that country will get an like a form or they have to vote, so they can decide. Like for example, government has to decide. For example, Switzerland government has to decide that they want a treaty with वो ट्रीटी करना चाहते हैं, एग्रीमेंट साइन करना चाहते हैं श्रीलंका के साथ। तो रेफरेंडम जारी किया गया है, ठीक है। फिर स्विट्ज़रलैंड के जो लोग होंगे वो देखेंगे कि करनी चाहिए या नहीं करनी चाहिए, ठीक है। सो दे विल गिव एन वोट अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट, और वो मेजोरिटी में जो होगा वो किया जाएगा, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जांपल, द यूनाइटेड किंगडम कंडक्टेड अ रेफरेंडम इन 2016 टू डिसाइड whether it should continue with European Union or not. So जो 52% आर इन द फेवर ऑफ एंडिंग एंड सो इसके बाद उन्होंने प्रोसीजर ऑफ ब्रेक्सिट मीन्स टू एंड एग्जिट द यूरोपियन यूनियन, ठीक है। ओके, देयर आर टू टाइप, ठीक है। मैंडेटरी रेफरेंडम या इसको ऑब्लिगेटरी बोलते हैं। So occurs when a particular measure requires a popular vote before it can set stone. So means vote तो चाहिए इसके लिए। We'll compare both of them, mandatory and optional. On the other hand, optional referendums occurs when enough voters demand by petition that a piece of legislation receive a vote. This enables public to overturn a decision from the legislative via popular veto. So we'll also see in detail later, but for the sake of now, you can light key. This is a like a permanent of thing. ठीक है? Before doing the permanent thing, you should confirm that. Here you can enough of the voter, like 80% of the voter are demanding that please amend this, so they can be done here, ठीक है? Plebiscites. So it's a voluntary referendum. It's also type of referendum. It's called a voluntary plebiscites. So although it's less common, it is a method of obtaining the opinion of the people. Again, it is also the obtaining the opinion of the people on key issue of the public importance. It is generally used to solve the territorial disputes. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टू स्टेट्स की बाउंड्री लग रही है यूके में, ठीक है। तो फिर उन दोनों स्टेट्स के अंदर प्लेबिसाइट कराया जाएगा कि क्या किया जा सकता है, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ठीक है। सो आपको यहाँ पे ज़्यादा समझाएगा। दिस इज जस्ट प्लेबिसाइट इज अ वोट, ठीक है। सिंपल सी बात है, वोट। रेफरेंडम अब ऐसा है कि रेफरेंडम इज एज ए सेट ना कि ज्वाइन करना है, देखिए मतलब Here you are phrasing the vote. Here you are directly getting the vote ना, तो here we are phrasing the vote because you have to just confirm कि करना है हमें कि नहीं करना. It can only be held in democratic environment. So it is running in undemocratic environment. ठीक है. So because territorial disputes है ना फिर उसके लिए. So referendums gives the option of accepting or rejecting any policy. नहीं हम पढ़ चुके हैं. So it's a question ठीक है. प्लेबिसाइड इज समथिंग लाइक कि मैं ये कर सकता हूँ या नहीं कर सकता. रेफरेंडम इज टू आस्क कि ये पॉलिसी बना सकता हूँ मैं, ये पार्ट ज्वाइन कर सकता हूँ, ये पार्ट पार्ट से बाहर निकल सकता हूँ. ठीक है. सो रेफरेंडम जो है वो सिटीजन भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. और प्लेबिसाइड्स आर डन बाय अथॉरिटीज ओनली. Referendums are more are stronger way to get the opinion of masses obviously. So it's just a small case because हमें टेरिटोरियल डिस्प्यूट सॉल्व करने हैं तो दो टेरिटरी के बीच का मतलब स्मॉल डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो भी स्मॉल केसेस हैं उसमें लगाया जाता है. Referendums usually empowers the people. Obviously, people get the power. So plebiscite usually empowers the government on the expenses of the masses. Okay. Recall. So if we see another recall is a political device that allows a voter to demand the removal of public official before the end of his or term. मीन्स फॉर एग्जांपल कोई आईपीएस ऑफिसर है. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल. तो उसको अगर आपको उसकी सर्विस है 5 साल की बची हुई लेकिन ही इज डूइंग सम बैड वर्क. सो पीपल वांट कि मैं उसको हटा दूँ यहाँ से और इसकी पहले ही रिटायरमेंट हो जाए. तो वो रिकॉल करेंगे यहाँ पे दूसरे साल में ही. ठीक है. तो देन अगेन जो भी होगा उसके अकॉर्डिंग वो हटा सकता है नहीं हटा जा सकता. ठीक है. An initiative is a process of enable citizens to propose statutes that can be submitted to the ballot or sent to the legislature of possible enactment. ठीक है. जिस कानून बनाने के लिए जो बनाए जाते हैं. Indirect democracy. India is an indirect democracy. It follows the representative parliament democracy, where people have a right to choose and elect their representative. The executive is held in charge of all policies enacted by the legislature. The idea of India's democratic nature is seen through the provisions of universal adult franchise means the जो voting age है, periodic elections, rule of law, provision of discrimination in certain grounds. ठीक है. Next, what is a republic? A republic is a form of government where citizens have the right to choose the head of the state directly or the indirectly. ठीक है. So head of the state we can choose indirectly or directly. So this is different from monarchy. Monarchy is nothing. Monarchy is like जो पहले से चला आ रहा है like कोई king है. ठीक है. Where the executive head is a hereditary monarch who comes into position through succession. Succession in the sense like जो लोग मतलब in a simple words if I put it पुश्तैनी जो चला रहा है वही. In contrast, India has an elected head called the president. He is elected through indirect elections for a 5-year term. A republic also entails two additional features. The people's political authority is vested in them rather than a single individual such as a king. ठीक है. There is no privilege clause and thus all public offices are open to all the citizens because the republic है ना. फिर republic means पब्लिक की अथॉरिटी है. ठीक है. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिंगल इंडिविजुअल के पास पावर है जैसे राजा के पास होती थी. ठीक है. और कोई प्रिविलेज नहीं है मतलब कोई भी कहीं भी आ जा सकता है और डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं होगी पब्लिक ऑफिस में भी. सो ऑब्जेक्शन ऑफ इंडियन स्टेट. द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द इंडियन स्टेट इज टू सिक्योर फॉर ऑल सिटीजन्स जस्टिस मिलना चाहिए सभी को. इक्वालिटी लिबर्टी मिलनी चाहिए. ठीक है. इक्वालिटी मिलनी चाहिए. फ्रेटर्निटी मिलनी चाहिए. फ्रेटर्निटी. ठीक है. सो एज टू प्रमोट यूनिटी अमंग द सिटीजन्स एंड मेंटेन इंटीग्रिटी इन द सोसाइटी. The ideal of social, economic and political justice taken from the Russian Revolution. ठीक है. जो ये आइडिया है ना सोशलिस्ट इकोनॉमिस्ट एंड पॉलिटिकल ये रशियन रेवोल्यूशन से लिया गया है. while the preamble borrowed the values of liberty, equality, and fraternity from French Revolution. ठीक है, justice. So let's begin starting. That is justice. So justice is in the way like you have socially you have been provided justice politically and economically. ठीक है, social justice refer to the equal treatment. ठीक है, as I said, socially it should be equal. Oh, so there is no discrimination on the basis of this CCR, yeah, whatever it is. Thus, privileges are absent in favor of any particular section of society. However, at the same time, the state takes positive efforts to improve the conditions of backward classes and women. Economic justice. ठीक है, see, as this is saying ना कि it refers to the absence of discrimination between persons based on their economic status. A person having 100 CR, but a B person is having only 1 RS. So means इन दोनों के बीच में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं होनी चाहिए किसी इकोनॉमिक बेस पर. ठीक है. So political justice means so equal access to all the political offices, equal voice in government. Thus, the vote of ordinary citizens in an election has an equal weightage as the vote of the prime minister. Means ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर है उसका वोट और मेरा वोट. ठीक है, इन दोनों में कोई डिफरेंस इक्वल इक्वल है ये. ठीक है, इक्वल एंड पावर है इन दोनों में. गोइंग टू लिबर्टी. Liberty is the essential requirement for a democratic and free society. The term liberty refers to the absence of restriction on the individual activities. See, we need a free society. So liberty is nothing but there should be no restrictions on individual or groups. It also means providing opportunities for the development of individual personalities. However, an individual cannot misuse, very much important, the provisions and has to exercise the freedom within the limits prescribed by the Constitution of India. Thus, it is not absolute but qualified. Now it comes to equality. It should be an equality on the basis of civil equality, political equality, and economic equality. Civil equality means to say that all equal rights and all the freedoms. Okay? So, Article 14, equality before law. You should be treated equal before the law. Okay? And there should be no discrimination, as I said. Economic we studied later. Now we studied economic. There will not be a like इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी होनी चाहिए. सभी को ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे पास 5 करोड़ रुपए है तो मेरे को ज़्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी. नो, इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज. पॉलिटिकल इक्वालिटी. सो ऑल द मतलब ऑल द जो भी पीपल्स ऑफ इंडिया हैविंग द अपॉर्चुनिटी इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी टू पार्टिसिपेट इन द political process. The idea is reflected in the provision of universal adult suffrage in all the elections of India, which is Article 3 to 5. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि आर्टिकल 3 to 5 बोलता है कि आप प्रोहिबिट नहीं कर सकते किसी पर्सन को ऑन द किसी का वोट कास्ट करने से कि उसका रिलीजन के बेस पे कास्ट रेस सेक्स के बेस पे. फ्रेटर्निटी. Sense of brotherhood. The Constitution promotes the sense of fraternity through the system of single citizenship. So under Article 51A, it is the duty of every citizen to uphold and protect sovereignty, unity, and integrity as it is essential for the nation's social, economic, and economic development. सो हमारी सभी की ड्यूटी है कि जो हम जो सॉवरेनिटी है, ठीक है, और यूनिटी है उसको इंटीग्रिटी को बनाए रखें. हार्मनी को हम प्रमोट करें, स्पिरिट ऑफ ब्रदरहुड को प्रमोट करें. ठीक है. इंडिया ट्रांससेंडिंग रिलीजन्स, लिंग्विस्टिक, रिलीजन और अदर सेक्शनल डाइवर्सिटी कुछ भी हमें इक्वलिटी रहना है. ठीक है. सो 42nd Amendment replaces the term unity of the nation with unity and integrity. So integrity was added in 42nd Amendment again. So assuring the dignity of individual, unity and integrity of nation. So date of adoption of the Constitution as we discussed is 26 November 1949. Majority of articles जो थे वो 26 जनवरी से पहले आ चुके थे, ठीक है, जैसे 394 है, ठीक है, बिफोर केम इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस ऑन नवंबर, जब जब ये बन चुका था ना, फाइनल ड्राफ्ट होके पास हो चुका था लेकिन लागू नहीं हुआ था। तो 26 नवंबर को ये आर्टिकल्स जो लिखे गए हैं दे आर कम, ठीक है, पहले आ चुके थे, मतलब 26 नवंबर 1949 को ये जो लिखे हैं आर्टिकल दे आर ऑन, ठीक है, दे आर इन द फोर्स इन द कानून। बट कुछ आए थे 26 जनवरी 1950 को, उसके बाद मेजोरिटी। सो व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस of the preamble? So it contains principles that the document aspires to fulfill. ठीक है, it reflects the vision of Indian freedom struggle and the founder of constitution. So एक डॉक्यूमेंट हमें दिखाता है कि हमें क्या फुलफिल करना है, ठीक है, ये हमें विजन दिखाता है जो फाउंडिंग फादर्स थे नेशन के। सो के एम मुंशी साहब जो ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी के मतलब थे मेंबर, उन्होंने इसको पॉलिटिकल हॉरोस्कोप कहा था प्रीएम्बल को, ठीक है। So two crucial aspects of preamble: it is neither a source of legislature powers nor a prohibition upon its power. So जो preamble है ये जो पावर है इसकी विधानसभा लेजिस्लेचर में जो लोअर हाउस है, जो विधानसभा है, उसको ना पावर दे सकता है ना उसकी पावर को रोक सकता है। नॉन जस्टिसिएबल, ठीक है, कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ नहीं करता इसको। सो आई गेस वी हैव केशव एंड भारती केस हियर, यस वी हैव दिस, we'll deal it later. So for now it is enough. Keep tuning to read the full book. Thank you.